So, on one side, you have Salesforce, right? And it's probably you're saying that, it's something based on some kind of scheduler based approach, right?
Right.
So I'm saying that, let's say, at certain fixed time or epoch time that you have mentioned, we basically have some kind of connectors in MuleSoft. So just consider that this is a connector in MuleSoft that initiate a flow. So in MuleSoft, what we try to do is we try to create some kind of flow. It's majorly drag and drop, and then you have to click on the connector and configure it. So
Okay.
configuring means, right, maybe connectivity aspects. So Salesforce connections you have to provide into that connector, and also some kind of epoch time in which the scheduler would be running. Now, suppose the scheduler started. So the main job of scheduler is to trigger the event. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So suppose that the event started, and now what you have to do some kind of query back to Salesforce in order to get the data. So as you mentioned that it would be a kind of okay. Let's not consider this as terminate. Let's consider this as a process itself. So I would say query back to SF. Okay. So probably let's suppose that you want to bring in some kind of accounts or contacts,
Yes.
that got created. So in MuleSoft, consider this as well as a connector, just like the scheduler. Okay. So what this connector would do, let's say this is a query connector. Okay. In that query connector, you can provide uh, a query, a fully qualified query, SQL query that you have. And
Uh-huh.
based on that query, it would be querying Salesforce and bringing out the data. So let's say it brings up the data, or let me make it other way around. So it queries probably this one, and you get the data back into the flow. So basically, the data, when it would be coming, right, it would be coming is in the form of a payload. Okay, usually the output of the sales was a form of Java object, but you can transform that into the JSON format as well.
Mm-hmm.
JSON is quite easy to play with. So there is also a different uh, connector which is called transformer. So what you can do, you can transform the data from Java object to JSON. Now, when you get the data, you got the data on your flow. Okay. And when I say data, right, it's a basically kind of event, mule event.